I was good, YouTube. So by now, first I hello Paul.
Hi.
So energetic. By now, you guys should have already seen our top 10 list of synchros of all time. So this time, I'm gonna come to you guys with the flip side of that, with our top 10 list of exceeds of all time. Once again, this is just our opinion. So there's a lot of cards that can go on this list.
Yeah,
but this is what we got to give you from what we think about, because this is what we like and what we didn't like. And I'm gonna let Paul start it off.
All right. So, my favorite of these actually, Abyss Dweller. Let's just get it all the way nice and quick. I mean, a lot of cards have trouble staying relevant from release to current day.
Yeah.
Abyss Dweller never had that problem really. It came out good, and it has stayed good, and it's still good, and it will still be good. You know, like in some capacity. The funniest thing about this deck to me was that like it's technically Mermail support, but it even screwed them over.
Right.
Like, you know? So this card is really great. Like, it's an out to things like Burning Abyss and Shadalls and, you know, that type of stuff.
Yes.
But it's always been an out to stuff. Yang Zings in the past, and, you know...
And the future, metaphors.
Yeah, you know, there's all these decks that get so many graveyard effects. Everybody always talks about how Yu-Gi-Oh! Has too many graveyard effects, too much stuff floats, you know, too many things can just die and profit from it.
Yeah.
So, you know, the fact that Abyss Dweller is easily accessible, splashable, really. I mean, like, so many decks can make rain.
Any deck can make a rain for it, Dweller needs to be in that deck.
Yeah, it's an out to everything.
Everything. It's a quick effect for its turn. I mean, it just shuts. It can
The
shut
chain
down 4
ability
turns.
is great. I like the chain ability. I like that even if it gets Darkhold, you know, you can still chain it and just like at least halt them for a little longer.
Right. It can shut down the entire turn, and once again, that's all it takes to actually come back and win the game. So
yeah. So that makes it. I guess I should, while he's looking, I'll say that this is not in any order really. Like these are all pretty strong cards in their own right. So
give them to you as we see.
Yeah.
Next on my list is gonna be the Sky Musketeer Castile. Or the Castile, anyway, Castile. I know he's a musketeer. You know, he's a bird with a gun. He's like foghorn, leghorn. But anyway, it has to be Castile. We all know like Castile actually came out after number 101.
Rip Silent Honor Arc.
The Silent Arc, which honorable mention to that. But Honor Arc was just that card like I can summon, take your special summon monster, and I'm a monster that can't die and beat you. But now Castile just did that, but better. It's like instead of me taking the monster, and I'm just gonna get rid of it completely. And what makes Castile better than 101 and why I had to make the list is because it also hits any face-up card, so that includes face-up spells and traffic, which are floodgates. Also, you also had the problem where you did not want some things to hit the graveyard off being detached.
Right.
Like you didn't want to take a construct and then let it get detached and get the effect of it. You know, you didn't want to take a Dante, same thing, and let it get detached and get the effect.
So, you know, fewer restrictions in general, like he said, just any face-up card. And like Silent Honor Arc had to take face-up attack position things, which in those little situations could make a difference.
Make a huge difference because you can't get over Dante's big ass.
And I think it really speaks to the power of Castile that it kind of led to this current era where things can't be targeted.
Right.
Because for a long, long time, what does your boss monster matter when I can just Castile it away for free? You know, like, it doesn't, like, who cares about Hyperion or Priestess or Dark Armed or BLS or whatever? So now we have to have these boss monsters that, you know, like Dark Destroyer or whatever, that just can't be like just Castile away.
Yeah.
It really says how strong Castile is, because this was just a one card out to anything.
Yeah.
So it's deserving, I'd say. You know, sorry, Silent Arc.
Right, just kind of because Silent Arc was a huge hit when it came out, and then Castile came out, and you were like, "Who's 101?"
But you got crept, so that's life. My next one is going to be Big Eye. I have some personal gripes with these cards. This and the next one. You can say the next one. They're both the same format.
The Mecha Phantom Beast.
Yeah, I have personal, like, you know, I've been scarred by these cards. I hated, you know, Dragon Roll. These cards today, don't get me wrong, they suck. Like, right, you know, they can be outed very easily.
Yeah, now these days.
But, God, at their prime, you know, like, Big Eye just taking stuff. And, you know, I remember in Dragon Ruler Dittos, where it was just like a Big Eye war. I take your monster with Big Eye, you Big Eye my Big Eye, and use it and it's just like, it just got like nonsensical at some point.
Yeah.
And then like Big Eye also meant that you had to get rid of it first, because to leave it on the field means it'll just take whatever else and
just get rid of the other monsters. So yeah.
And then, you know, same with Draco Sack. Dragon Rulers could spam it. It was hard to get rid of, more at the time than now, I guess.
There wasn't anything that could bounce or just remove. Like, everything was destroying, and Draco Sack just said he wasn't going anywhere. So you get rid of his tokens, and next turn he just make more tokens And just
sometimes the token stopped him from dying. The tokens could be synchroed with, you know, like
levels. They
had level 3. That was a good idea.
Well, it was Mega Phantom Beach moves for it.
Yeah, like other decks abuse it harder. I don't like either of those cards. Obviously, right now they are still they're still existent, but definitely not what you see. But yeah.
All right. Next one on the list I'm gonna go with, and this is a more relevant one, just because it's being used now. That's Utopia the Lightning. Like, let's be obvious. We've been waiting on Utopia the Lightning forever, and we finally got it. It's one of those cards that we have been waiting for, and we're still using now that we've gotten it. It's not one of those cards that we waited for and got crept out. Like, Utopia the Lightning is just a one card out to just about anything. Things that are untargetable, things that activate, things
and all when they die and all that stuff.
Like, you have to stop him on summon or i.e. before attack, because once he attacks, he's 5,000 and you can't do anything to him. Like, that's a huge threat.
It's really strong. He can outright game people at times, and he's just kind of like a combination of a better, Excalibur or whatever, heroic champion.
Yeah, Excalibur and Armades put together.
Yeah, like Excalibur and Armades. He's better than Dark Xyz Rebellion.
Oh yeah.
When that was kind of a little bit of a thing. Like, nope, not anymore.
We targeting. So
we have this.
Right. So now I just instead of what about your monster? I'll just take my monster, make it 5,000. Your monster can't do anything. Your spell and traps can't do anything. You can't activate Engrave. Like, it's a really good card.
I've got the oldie but goodie, Cowboy.
Cowboy for game,
right? It's in a vacuum, it's not a strong card, right?
Right, it's right.
In a vacuum, detached, deal 800. What's so special about that? But then you remember that it made a name for itself, and that people said things like Cowboy for game.
Cowboy for game is the slogan.
Because it meant that if you attacked your opponent enough and they had 700 life points left, overlay, detach, I win.
I wouldn't overlay, just show them the Cowboy.
Yeah, I've got it. Main phase 2 Cowboy game,
scoop that shit up.
That's it. And so the card's not super strong. It has the attack position effect, which isn't awful, but you're not ever something.
It's not that big. I mean, it's not that great. So.
But it's the fact that it could game people
a lot easily.
It made a name for itself that way. So.
Do you ever play against those deck that made that ran triple Cowboy? So they attack you and they make double Cowboy.
Yeah, I have been double burned. I have been double burned.
You don't expect it till it happens. Like, who the fuck runs 2 Cowboys? Like,
yeah, it hurts.
It fucking hurts. But yeah, next on the list, another oldie which we may not ever see again. LAVALVAL Chain.
Ooh, I like him.
You guys remember LAVALVAL Chain is great. You're either stacking a monster or you're foolish barreling any fucking cards you want to foolish barrel. And in this format, especially today, that is a very, very powerful effect. Like, he is what Beatrice had to become at some point in her life. Like, LAVALVAL Chain is the shit. And that's why I got banned. You remember we all played Clown Blade. Everybody knew that LAVALVAL Chain and Clown Blade was the tits.
It was silly.
And then they banned LAVALVAL Chain because they knew Clown Blade was going to be the tits. So
it's also just kind of the fact that, like, it was a lot of the reason Infernities were good. It was a lot of the reason that what's another deck that really abused it hard?
Shit, everything Sylvans.
Yeah, like a lot of decks could use it.
Yeah,
I can't think of many. Like, I could think of
I think the performance engine was coming out, so they had to get rid of all the they had to get rid of that.
All the stuff that was letting because that was
Trick
silly.
Clown, send Juggler, just
send whatever you needed to send.
Send breakthrough skills so I can use it on my opponent's turn. I mean, use it on my turn, use my opponent. Like, it's a really great card now. Like, I
even
can't
like heroes could use it for
Shadow Mist.
Shadow Mist.
I can't think of one deck in this current format that could make rank 4s that wouldn't use the LAVALVAL Chain.
Because it's got some use for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, even when you're bleeding advantage, LAVALVAL Chain is really good.
It's that extra nail in the coffin. So, what you got for us, man?
My next one. Okay, we're getting into the good ones now. EXCITON Night. How about that? It's strong.
Boom.
When this card came out, I was actually really confused when I read it. I was like, how could they make something this powerful? Like, chainably?
Yeah.
You can nuke the board and chain it to stuff.
EXCITON was a card that was made to punish your opponent for having advantage. Like, pretty much, it was a card that, it was like, so if I have advantage, you make EXCITON, I lose that because it was meant for that. It was meant to say, oh, you got advantage, let me bring him down to my level. Like, that's ass. Like, it hurts. Like, a lot.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is, the fact it being chainable was always triggered me whenever. There's the fact that, like, it made it a little bit harder to bait it out, right?
Yeah, he's one of the first few chainable ones that we really got that were good, so yeah.
And then you can use it during the battle phase, because why not? Let's make it usable in the battle phase. Like, What? Why?
You could also use it twice per turn. Because remember, it's just once per chain. So you can use it twice per turn. So like, oh, I activate this. Oh, you keep your monsters alive? I'm going to use it again.
Yeah, like, EXCITON Night, you know... It also has nothing to do with EVILSWARMs. Can we talk about that for a second? I mean, I know none of the EVILSWARMs.
Yeah, none of the EVILSWARMs. Well, Ophion's the only one, but yeah.
But, like...
EVILSWARM, EXCITON Night.
Just annoying card.
It's a light monster at that.
Oh, fun fact about that card. That's, like, in my opinion, one of the, like, #1 cheating cards. Where, like, you know your opponent's not supposed to take damage after you use it or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that like, got cheated so many times. Like,
blow the field and
attack for 19, and, like, people would just kind of let it happen.
I've seen it. It's like
like Soul Charge and all those cards.
Or direct Wobble. Remember you couldn't attack with whatever monster brought out with Wobble?
Yeah.
People did it anyway.
Yeah, so yeah. People don't care, man. They cheat.
But yeah, okay, now we are getting into the good ones. But so next on the list for me will be Tellarknight Ptolemaeus. You guys know Ptolemaeus is the shit. Like, just any 3 monsters, and that's so easy to make in almost any deck. And just the fact that it's once again a chainable monster that becomes something else. Oh,
it becomes something else.
Just like this monster, because once you see it, that you know they're gonna attach something to it in phase, and when you even try to make a move, I'm gonna chain into a Pleiades. I'm gonna make Infinity. I'm gonna do something stupid and bring out a monster that you don't want to see. Like, that card is just too good.
It got included on the list because, you know, despite the fact that Infinity is more the end result of the card, the fact of the matter is Ptolemaeus can bring out Infinity or other things.
Lots of other things.
It can bring out Pleiades. It can, like, it's just, you know, it's a problem. Yeah. It's the one that got banned.
Yeah, Ptolemaeus would have more utility and more decks than just Infinity itself, which is very specific on when they bring it out. Ptolemaeus says you got 3 level 4 monsters. Or is it 2 level 4 monsters? Yeah, 2 level 4.
Yeah, it's only 2, isn't it?
I think it's 2 level 4. Put it together and then make it, and then just attach. Then you can attach shit to it. So. And
I said this wasn't in any order, but I think that this one is pretty darn close to #1. Shockmaster. Number something Shockmaster. I don't know what the number is.
I can't remember the number. 96 or 23.
Yeah, that. I think so.
Maybe. You guys will tell us. Well, yeah. Shockmaster.
You said the wrong number. Thumbs down this video. Yeah. Shockmaster's pretty dumb, isn't it?
Still pretty dumb. Like, if we had Shockmaster even at 1 right now, Shockmaster would be a huge threat.
A huge problem. It locks your opponent out. They can't play a certain type of card.
Yeah.
And when it was at more than, like, there was a time when you could actually, like, make multiple Shockmasters and just be like, you don't get spells, you don't get monster effect, like, you know, just whatever.
Until my turn when I do everything. Like, you literally just set it.
It's kind of dumb.
And, like, in a format now where you don't do a lot of setting anyway, like, that just kills games. Like, you can't do anything.
And a real problem, too, is just the fact that this was abused in its prime, I guess, and when wind-ups, a deck where the Shockmaster is not the only thing you're dealing with. You're dealing with a Shockmaster plus, like, you know...
Shockmaster with a Zen-Mains,
with like Zen-Mains
Soul,
and,
Silver Mountain.
You know, just, like, other, just 2 other kings that are, like Tyrus or something.
Yeah.
Where, you know, like, it's blowing things up and it's not dying. It's really strong. I mean, if Shockmaster were back today, I kind of just shudder to think, right? Like,
it'd be in every deck. Once again, it's like LAVALVAL chain. Any deck that can make rank 4s is going to play it. So yeah,
that's our list.
That's our 10 list. Top 10 exes.
Like with Synchros, anything could have gone on here.
Anything.
There were loads of honorable mentions.
I like Diamond Arrow personally.
I like, you know, I want to say like Chidori, but it's not like, you know,
Constellar Pleiades.
Maestro had its time when it was kind of useful.
When it did its thing.
Levier was like strong. You know, there's F-Zero. F-Zero was always a pretty good one.
Still pretty decent. Yeah, Dante could have made it. I mean, let's be real. Dante and Beatrice together. I mean, the husband and wife. Like,
she might be on like sort of probation right now, but
probation. Like they're separated. That's all.
Yeah,
it's all good.
It's complicated.
Like a Facebook status.
Yeah, you know, there are loads that you can include. In the comments, leave your thoughts. Which, you know, exes do you think are the most powerful? Which ones do you think were those meaningful in their time? Or maybe just as of right now? Make your own top 10 list. Yeah. Argue about it. Correct us and call us dumb.
Call him dumb. No,
you know,
I'll fight you. I just want
you know that, well, we as YouTubers, our opinions are always wrong.
I mean, that's true. You didn't even call me dumb, though. What the fuck?
Yeah. So... yeah, just call me dumb, I guess. Whatever, I'll live.
So,
talk about it in the comments. Anyway, that's the video. Hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And also, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. Like right there.
We're on YouTube.
Check out the sponsor, TCGplayer. They've got lots of great stuff. Singles and sealed product, articles, supplies, other card games too, like say Force of Will or Magic.
I think any card game you play.
If you're a trader and play those games. So, yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else to say.
Exy's out.
Yeah.